Well, they're great. They're two great players, and as they're spending more time playing together, they're getting more comfortable with each other, reading situations better and better, and it's just tough. And Harden had a really great individual game to go along with the problems that those two caused as a tandem.
Do you see Embiid adjusting at all to what your plan was on him defensively? He seemed to have more points as the game went on.
Well, he's kind of the ultimate weapon. He has major power on the inside. He's got a really efficient mid-range game, and he can shoot the ball from three. And he had 1 3 in front of our bench that was a pretty big play in the second half. And he does a lot of things. This is a tough game no matter how you slice it. I mean, we hung in well in the fourth. I think we had it to 8 with a wide open 3 in the right corner to cut it to 5, and just couldn't get it in. And then they went on a 4-0 or 5-0 run, and that was kind of it. But we're getting a lot of experience, valuable experience for our younger players. This environment tonight is completely opposite of playing your first 3 regular season games at home, and having everything that's happening, having the crowd, pulling for you and cheering for you. I mean, this is as tough an environment as it gets. So, we did some good things considering, some of those conditions and situations with our young guys. I thought Nembhard played well. Ben didn't have a great start, but, he got himself into the game, and I thought did some very good things.
Yeah, on Ben, that first half was the most he's struggled this year. How did you see him respond to that in the second?
He's a smart kid. He reads situations well. He's learning how to adjust, and he's showing a high level of patience and discipline. He had 1 charge, but for the most part, he plays under control, and when he drives and elevates, he's pretty good at eluding those kinds of plays. So I'll look at the film obviously and see where we can get better with all our guys. But there were some bright spots, but overall, in the first half they played harder. They had, I think we had 3 loose balls, and I think we got 3 out of 12 or something like that. And that's, you're not going to win on the road with that kind of a discrepancy.
Without looking at the film, do you have any sense of why what made him struggle in the first half?
Who, Ben?
Yeah, Ben.
No, he just didn't have great shots. The first shot he took was a 1-pass 3 where a guy flew by and he had just come in the game, and that's always a tough one. And then, he drove it, and one time the ball got knocked away, and sometimes that's just how it is. But in the second half, he settled in and did a good job offensively, and he's doing some better things defensively. So, he's showing some real positive signs, and again, we'll study the film and see where he needs to get better, where Nembhard needs to get better, and all our guys.
You have a lot of youth on this team, but that run you guys made when you cut it to 8, it was 2 rookies, 2 second-year players, and McConnell. What did you see from that group that enabled you guys to get back in the game?
Well, with McConnell and Nembhard, we got 2 guys that can really pressure the ball and that do a good job disrupting without fouling. And Ben was aggressive during that period. Chris was doing a good job, and we made some good things happen. We we were able to get the leverage in our favor, and it resulted in a run that we really had a chance to put pressure on them if we'd been able to get that three to go down. So that's a positive thing. And look, when we show film to our guys, the majority of what we show are positive clips of how we want to play. And so, I'm pretty sure tomorrow when we look at it, we'll probably show some clips from that because we were doing some very good things at both ends of the floor.
Pretty much started slow, missed a lot of shots. Our shots weren't falling, and for like the second half, I came out with a different energy, a different attitude, and my shots was going in.
Was getting kind of benched in the first half, did that do anything for you? Did that spark anything?
No, not really. It was coach's plan. It worked, and I was glad I got back in the game, and had a strong second half.
Yeah. So you're saying you're just playing the same way? Is it just a matter of the shots were falling in the second half, they weren't in the first?
Yeah. Shots, like I said, shots weren't falling. Kept the same confidence. Came back in the second half, and it was working.
Did anyone say anything to you first half, halftime, anything like that?
Talking about coaches?
Yeah, coaches, teammates. Anything.
I mean, my teammates told me to keep being me. They know what I can do. They trust me, and I just went out there and did my job.
Just a matter of trying to trusting yourself that what you're doing will eventually work.
It's always the same for me. Confidence won't change if I go 0 for 15 or 15 for 15. It won't change anything for me. So just about adjusting and staying confident.
What was that lineup of you, Zay, Drew, TJ in the second half able to go on the run? What were you guys able to do to make that run?
We were able to go to switch 1 through 5. We're all like guards and able to go from 1 through 5. So it's just about being quicker on switches, but also being able to push the pace on offense. Knowing that we have four guards on the court, 1 big, we're able to get a lot of movements going in, and just having fast-paced.
Draw fouls. I felt like that was one of the main things he was doing the whole game, and it was putting me in a bad position where I couldn't play as aggressive, but I had to play him. So, I mean, kudos to him. He put a lot of pressure on bigs and stuff tonight. So,
how do you adjust to that when he's trying to draw fouls and you have to change your game? What are the changes you make there?
Learning how to. On some of the fouls where it was a fast break, I remember one in the first quarter when I tried to go for a block. Just letting little ones like that go, I feel like that helped in the game, like during the second half or whatever, where the team need me and stuff. I can come in big and completely be on the court to play.
To you, what adjustments did he seem to be making? You guys are doubling him on the post, and it felt like they were trying to get him freed up a little more in the second half. What were they doing differently as the game went on?
I feel like they was really trying to give him the ball. I think it was the fourth quarter, beginning of the fourth quarter, they just kept feeding it to him in the post. Just kept going to him, trying to get me, fouls and fouled out. For the most part, it worked in their favor. But I feel like every game for me is like a learning experience, like a growing experience. And I know what I'm coming to next time we play them. So.
Yeah, I know you've talked about how much it's a concentration to avoid fouling. What do you think you've learned from this game?
Like I said, every day is just every game is like a growing experience. I'm just getting better on the defensive end. My goal is just to be one of the best defenders in the league, and every game is like a step towards that. I feel like, and it's just a learning experience, man. Like you gotta bump your head a couple times to learn. Okay, I'm not supposed to do that no more. And next time you come out, don't do it again. So I feel like that was what happened tonight.
You guys are able to battle back in the second half. What does that say about this team?
We got a lot of fight. Even though we were missing a lot of shots, shots wasn't falling for us tonight. Their shots were falling. I feel like we know how to come together as a team when they slipping, we know how to just keep going and like basically forcing the pace and making the pace in our favor. So.
We battled. Obviously, we had a better start than we wanted to, but still gave up, was it 36-38 in the first, due to some free throws at the end. But thought we started probably our best start. But, just down the stretch, they made some plays and we didn't. We kind of teetered between 14 and 10, but, I thought we did some good things, but obviously there's still a lot to work on.
What are the challenges of defending a guy like Harden?
I think just obviously one of the best scorers ever played the game, so he can score at all three levels. Does a good job getting in your bodies, strong, and really knows how to play the game. So he causes a lot of different things, and you pair him with a guy like Joel, and it's a lot to game plan for. But I thought we did an okay job, but he just made some shots. That's what he does.
Sorry, I got one more. What differences did you see in Ben from the second half from the first to the second half?
Nothing really. He just kept playing the same, getting to the hole. Shots were falling. It's a make or miss league. So he's missing some shots in the first half, but stayed aggressive, stayed true to who he is, and started making them in the second half. It always balances out.
That lineup of Isaiah, Ben, Andrew, TJ in the second half went on a run. What do you see from them?
Just great energy. Great energy getting stops, running, playing fast like we want to, and I think that helped everything.
What's the biggest takeaway from this game?
The biggest takeaway from this game probably is just there's still a lot to be worked on. We did some good things offensively and defensively, but the ball stuck a little bit more than it has the last 3 games for us offensively. We need to move it a little bit more and play, play off of down screens, pin downs, all those things. But defensively, I thought we did some good things. We just got to continue to work on finishing possessions with the rebound. I thought we were in good spots a lot defensively, just not finishing possessions. We'll do a better job.